It's just a fanfiction, a story written by me, a writer. This has nothing to do with mentioned ideal BTS members, real life even behavior characteristics. Fake sound videos which are used in this video are not mine. Credit goes to rightful owners. But the editing and the storyline is mine. Do not copy it. Vian opened her eyes and looked at the ceiling in her room. She then sat up and placed her head on the headboard. Her full body, along with her full face, was drenched in sheer sweat. Her chest was heaving up and down as she was breathing heavily. Dream. She was just seeing a dream all this time, more precisely a nightmare which was haunting her from past few months. She placed her palm beside her to hold her husband, but she found the other side empty, cold. What if this nightmare becomes my reality? Her breathing became faster as fear gripped her whole self. She gulped the painful lump in her throat and climbed down the bed. She headed towards downstairs to see her husband. As she returned the hallway, her steps came to halt as she saw his calm figure sitting on sofa while reading a book. Unknowingly, a sigh of relief left her mouth. She then immediately went towards him. Why are you reading here, Taehyung? You could have read in our room only. Do you know how worried I was when I didn't find you in room? He kept reading his book as if he didn't saw his wife's sweating figure next to him. I'm talking to you, Taehyung. Do you even know how much scared I got after I saw this dream? You thought I cheated on you in real life too. Closing the book, he looked at her and said in a cold voice, "Right?" Vian looked at him stunned as she didn't even mention her dream, more precisely nightmare to him, but still he assumed right. How do you... I know you for 7 years, Vian, 7 long years. 4 years of dating life and 3 years of marriage life. The least I could tell what kind of dreams would make you this restless when you can't find me beside you. Because newsflash, I didn't marry you just to bang you every night. He looked away from her as he said those words. What are you saying, Taehyung? Why are you being rude? Because I am tired, Vayan. I am tired. I am tired of your behavior now. From past few months, your behavior has only been indicating that I am married you only for two reasons: physical needs and hair. You were not only mourning for your disability to conceive, but also me impregnating another woman too. His breathing was heavily as anger was clearly visible on his face. She looked down, being ashamed of herself. I am just afraid of this marriage falling apart. This marriage is already falling apart, Vayan, already. He grabbed her by her forearm as he said those words through his gritted teeth. Already. And you know the reason? It's not because we can't have a biological child. It's because you were giving up on me, us. Not gonna lie, I was shattered when we came to know you can't conceive. I still am. I needed you. Your embrace to cry on, Vayan. I also needed to be the comfort person to say sweet nothings in your ears when you too would break down while consoling me. But guess what? You were not there. Never. Always building an invisible wall between us as if I am some sort of acidic water you need protection from. As if I am going to taunt you, call you in names for the reason you don't have control over. This time his voice became shaky and whisper like. There was a brief moment of silence between them. Only the sound of their breathing could be heard. Still, you were silent, Vayan? Still. Where that girl went, Vayan, whom I fell in love with whom I spent most of my 20s. Where that girl went. That girl wasn't there silent. That girl always preached to talk things out instead of staying silent, always finding good in bad situations, always seeking that one ray of light in darkness. Where that girl went? Is she just thumped in my memories now? Just a fragment of my memories? And if this is true, then I am afraid your nightmares might just become true in near future. Why looked at him wide eyes, whereas pain was cleared in his eyes. It's not because I can get my biological child via that. No, it's because I am feeling extremely lonely, emotionally. So, I might end up giving the temptation to seek another person's presence just to erase this loneliness, this suffocation of absorbing everything alone emotionally. As I am no saint, Vayan, I would try to remove this gut-wrenching loneliness from my life rather than being true to my morals. He left her hand and went towards the guest room, leaving her more shattered than she already was. Did I give him this much pain that he said so much to me? He even said. She couldn't even say those words as her eyes became blurry due to her tears. She then fell on the couch and cried her heart out. Taehyung came downstairs and went towards the kitchen. The past few months, he expected the living room to be empty, but to his surprise, he was greeted by Wayne serving breakfast on table. She noticed him standing beside the staircase and gave him a small smile. I am taking a day off from work today. Do you have to go to work? It took a moment for him to understand her words. I can do work from home today. She nodded her head and got done with plating. She then went towards him and engulfed him with an unexpected hug. He was shocked to say the least, but nonetheless he wrapped his arm around her too. I didn't intend to make you feel lonely, Taehyung. I thought I was protecting you from more pain by keeping you away from my insecurities. I destroyed everything, didn't I, Taehyung? No, it was our destiny, I believe. He placed a kiss on her hairs, whereas she caressed his back. There was a comfortable silence around them. Their tears were flowing from their eyes. Why, what if we adopt a child? He said while wiping the tears from her eyes. Adopt a child. Yeah, we want to become mom and dad, right? Then what's the matter if they have our genetics or not? Most of the time, it's the way we brought them up what matters, not their. Or we can also search for egg donor. If our child don't have your genetics, then I don't want them to have mine too. Anyways, it's not like I am some sort of genius with high IQ that my genes need to be passed on.